abale ndi alongo tineneza kuti inuyo zoti kuli page ya My For Us simukudziwa tipangeni subscribe lero komanso lauzeni kunena.
Mwanza Central asked two questions in supplementary to the question, how are we going to introduce experts into this issue? I think that was the central thesis of your question. The second one was there are criminal elements, that's what you believe. How will we allow the Minister of Justice or indeed other agencies to deal with those issues while the Parliament is undertaking its inquiries? I think those are the two issues. Let me thank the Member of Parliament for Mwanza Central for those two supplementary questions. In terms of the expertise, I was recommending that in investigating this matter, the experience that I've had in looking at the various reports and documents, for me as Minister to come up with the findings and recommendation to His Excellency the President, I came across issues which I could not deal with myself. As a lawyer, I needed the expertise. It is with that cognizance, taking cognizance of that matter, that I was recommending that when Parliament institutes or constitutes a ad hoc committee to do the inquiry as His Excellency has directed, it must be supported. It must be supported by experts, especially on air crash investigations. And these experts must include international experts. And that's my recommendation. Without expertise, the committee, any inquiry will be on face value, will have no value, because it will just be asking questions. As regards the issue of criminality, as regards the issue of criminality, let me say it here. Let me put, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me put it on record that any elements of criminality in this matter must be dealt with by agencies that deal with criminal issues. And as the Minister of Justice, in support from the Minister of Homeland Security, we are not going to take this matter lying down. I didn't want Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, to preempt by introducing a lot of the things which I've found in this, because I'm recommending that the committee should investigate. But let me assure the August House that my findings, coupled with the findings that will come from this Parliament, and if this Parliament agrees that there are criminal elements, those criminal elements will be dealt with decisively. Let me go to Deza Mulunduni. Deza Mulunduni raised two issues. The first one was the politics surrounding this matter. The second one was issues of finance to support the incoming inquiry. This one I will defer to the Minister of Finance to deal with it, and that now we are going to have a debate on the budget. I encourage Deza Mulunduni to raise that matter when it comes to budget discussion, and move the Minister of Finance to include in the budget for this particular, to deal with this particular matter. However, when it comes to politicization of this matter, I said, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, in my report to the August House, that in the view of His Excellency the President, and in my view, this August House is a representative of all Malawians, irrespective of the political divide. It is my view and my belief that if we are going to depoliticize this matter, it must be dealt with by this parliament. The moment we go into government side, the executive instituting a commission of inquiry again, it will be taken to be political. But this house is the only house, that's my belief, that is neutral, representing all Malawians who have voted for this house to represent all Malawians. There is no doubt, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, that this matter, as the Honourable Member for Mulanje West has said, this matter is of national importance. It is therefore for that reason that we want to eliminate all political elements, and that this House, subject to what Desakasina has said in terms of declaration of interest, that those who have got direct interest in this matter should declare their interest if they are included in the matter. For example, if people made comments immediately after the accident, those people, if they are included in the committee, should declare what they said during the investigations and during the searches. And therefore, they should not be part of this particular committee. Coming to Lilongwe Mpenu. Lilongwe Mpenu was suggesting that referring this matter to be investigated by a committee of parliament would, in his words, be reducing the weight of the matter. In my view, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I disagree. By elevating this matter to parliamentary investigation, we are actually elevating the weight of this matter. That it is a matter of national importance. Therefore, I don't expect a member of this House to be the first to pronounce themselves that the work of a parliamentary committee would be relegated to the peripheral and to be reduced to an entity. It is therefore my view that by His Excellency's referral this matter to this House, His Excellency is actually elevating this matter to the weight of this particular August House. Let me go quickly. I know it came by way of point of order. There's a casino about the final report of the BFU. I said very quickly, very clear in my statement that if you look at the interim report of the BFU, it was not conclusive because there were several matters which they were still investigating. However, when you go to the final report of the BFU, it writes, if you read that report, it writes and it draws conclusions from the Commission of Inquiry, which my finding has found that the integrity of the inquiry is wanting. With those remarks, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I do agree with Zomba City North to applaud His Excellency the President for his wisdom. He has truly demonstrated to Malawians that he is a true professor of law. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, honorable member.
Tikuthokozeni pa chisankho chanu chomwe munasankha pokhala ndife amayi for us. Zomwe ambiri takuthokozani.